The community east of Bakersfield started shaking at about 10:30 this morning. The magnitude 6.4 quake was felt 150 miles away in Los Angeles and Las Vegas. This home security camera capturing the violent shaking inside one home. You can see things falling from the shelf. There have been some injuries and minor damage. Now the governor has issued an emergency proclamation. Almost as bad as the quake, the aftershocks, almost too many to count. The latest number is 159, and one expert says the worst could be yet to come.
One should always be preparing for a big one. This does not make it less likely. There is about a 1 in 20 chance that this location will be having an even bigger earthquake within the next few days, that we have not yet seen the biggest earthquake of the sequence.
And there was damage. Check it out. This house fire in Ridgecrest. Just one of several reported in the minutes following the quake. The city's mayor is blaming broken gas mains. While there's been some damage like this, so far no major injuries. And this flooding also appears in the minutes after the quake, but this was in Los Angeles. 150 miles away, city workers are looking into the possibility that the shaking there broke a water main. Now, there were similar problems. San Bernardino County. Reporter Chris Martinez has more.
A 6.4 magnitude earthquake sent liquor bottles flying from the shelves at this store in Ridgecrest, California, Thursday morning.
It was scary. I didn't know what to do.
Caitlin Alexander was working in this small grocery store when the quake hit just after 10:30.
I was cashing a check and the guy, he just grabbed the counter, and then I was like, everybody out.
The earthquake shook items off store shelves.
The fridges were actually opening up. Everything that was on the shelves came crashing down.
The quake's epicenter was in the Mojave Desert, 10 miles northeast of Ridgecrest. More than 150 miles away, lights swayed inside the KCBS television studio in Los Angeles. This man was at the Staples Center in downtown LA when the quake hit.
And I knew something was up. And I'm looking around like, hey, y'all, am I going crazy or something? And they're just like, no, looking up online, there was this big old earthquake that happened.
The U.S. Geological Survey reported more than 80 aftershocks and counting, including this one that hit during a news conference.
On a geologic time frame, hundreds, thousands of years, an earthquake like this is just one of many, many, many.
Please tell me you guys are feeling this earthquake and that I'm not crazy, because it's moving and it's shaking and it won't stop.
People across Southern California captured the shaking on camera and shared pictures on social media. So far, there are no reports of serious injuries or major damage. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Some people actually got an early warning of the earthquake thanks to the Shake Alert app on their smartphones.
The system worked and said there's an earthquake of about 6.2. Producing energy, and the warning came through. So in Los Angeles, there was 48-second warning that the shaking was arriving.
Well, the Bay Area does not have the Shake Alert system in place just yet. It's still being tested and finalized, but today we were told it could be ready by the end of the year. The operators say that it will have value beyond just getting people to safety.
That we're not only having people do things, but we're having things do things. So we're setting up all of these automated actions where systems can react automatically, where fire doors can be opened automatically, water valves can be shut to protect water supplies, trains can be slowed down. So we're working with BART.
A lot of cleanup ahead for Ridgecrest and surrounding communities in Kern County. The area was hit by a 6.4 earthquake this morning, the biggest to strike the region in 20 years. The shaker left cracks in at least one highway, fire damage from broken gas mains, and a lot of debris knocked from store shelves. The governor has issued an emergency proclamation. One Berkeley seismologist says we could be next.
This was on a smaller fault off to the side. Now, we have similar faults like that in the Bay Area. There are lots of faults that are not necessarily the really large ones like the San Andreas fault, but that are capable of creating some sizable earthquakes.